Hey everyone, yasas que kalosir feta to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. I'm back in my sister's kitchen in New York, so it looks a little bit different. If you haven't already watched any videos with me working in here, I'll be recording here for the next month or so. So the next maybe 10, 12 videos will all be right here in this kitchen, and I have different things to work with, so it'll be interesting. Today I'm making a Greek salad dipping oil. This is so good because I don't know about you, but my favorite part of a traditional Greek choriatiki salata, the Greek village salad, is the juice that's on the bottom, and that's pretty much across the board the favorite for everyone. Dipping the bread in the juices that the tomatoes and the cucumbers leave is just the best part of the Greek salad. So I thought, let me make like a little version of that. You can serve this as an appetizer at any party, or if you just want something like delicious to snack on. I did add some more olives to it and things that aren't very classic in a Greek salad, but the best thing about this recipe is you can customize it to make it the way you love it. Let me show you my version. Okay, I'm gonna begin with a medium-sized red onion. I love the flavor that red onion has, but if you want the dipping oil to be a little bit sweeter, you can use a sweet onion. Again, this is like as much as you want can go in here. I'm gonna use half of this onion. You can do as little as a quarter, just so that way there's less of that bite. So I'm gonna finely chop this and mince it up just a little bit, and that's gonna help release its juices and leave flavor in the dipping oil, so it tastes just like a Greek salad. So that's gonna go in the platter, and I'm putting it directly in the platter. But if you want an easier cleanup, put everything in a big bowl, mix it up, and then transfer it in the serving platter that you're going to be using. I'm giving you tips, and so that way this goes smoothly and easy for you. So that's going in there. Then I have a small garlic clove. I'm just going to peel it and then grate it. I'm not in my kitchen, so I usually have grated garlic in my freezer. So I'm just going to grate this with this little hand grater over here into a bowl. Then I have a really ripe red tomato. Use any tomato that you have. You have to make sure that it's really ripe. Slice it in half and then grate it really well in the bowl. I also have some pitted Kalamata olives. I'm going to chop these up as well. These are going into the platter. Some fresh parsley, finely chop that. Make sure it's nice and clean. If you have basil, you can add some basil in there too, but basil is not traditional in a Greek salad, so I'm leaving it out. Some feta cheese, of course, and then in the tomato garlic mixture, I'll add lots of olive oil. I forgot to add the red wine vinegar, so I'll add it to the platter in a little bit, but you would add the red wine vinegar to this, a little bit of salt, a heaping teaspoon of dried Greek oregano. Mix that all up. If you want to add a little more flavor to this, it's not traditional, but crushed red pepper flakes and some finely ground black pepper can also go in this. I'm skipping both for now. This is going to go into my platter. I'm going to mix everything all together so that way everything incorporates and all of those flavors come together. I'm going to add a little more olive oil, and like I said, I forgot to add the vinegar to the tomato mixture. The vinegar is going to go in, mix everything all up, clean your plate up too, and then at this point you want this to sit for about 10-15 minutes so that way it releases more juice from all of the veggies. It's going to make it taste like the bottom of a Greek salad. Serve this with lots of fresh toasted bread and it's ready to go. And there you have it. The dipping oil is ready, comes together in like 5 minutes. You can put this on the table if maybe you have some last minute guests, or if you're watching a show or a movie and you want something delicious to snack on. This is so good. I did grate my tomatoes just because I feel like the texture is really nice, but if you want more of a traditional flavor, you can just chop them up. It is so important for the tomatoes to be ripe, so that way they have the maximum flavor. The one thing that I wish I had was a bell pepper, because bell peppers are so common in a traditional Greek salad, and the juice that they release is very fresh and different. So next time I make it, I will add a bell pepper, and I suggest that you just add it to this. You just thinly slice it, or you can grate it the way I grated the tomato. My dad, this is a side note, he grates bell pepper into burgers and they just come out so fresh and delicious. Everyone's always wondering what that flavor is in the background, and it's usually a grated bell pepper. I've never seen anyone else do it. Anyway, I hope you guys give this recipe a try. Let me taste it because it just looks so good. This is dangerous because I love bread. I love bread with olive oil or bread with butter, so I can finish the whole loaf. It's so good. This is a dip that you want to let sit once you make it. at least a minimum of 15 minutes, so that way all of the flavors can come together. You can make this ahead of time and refrigerate it and then serve it the next day, or make extra so that way you can enjoy this for the next couple of days. I hope you guys give this one a try. Let me know what you do differently. Share your tips down below so we could all read them. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Gracias.